So I've had this 2018 Honda Ruckus for about a year now. It's been a really fun bike, great bike to run around. You can throw Starbucks coffee in it and ride home. A lot of storage so that you can run errands and be able to store things on the bike, more so than any of the other bikes that I have. It's also been a great bike to be able to film other bikes on. I like to put a 360 camera on these little rubber mounts here for either the rear or the front reflectors because it dampens the vibrations a little bit. And great bike, again, just to get good footage when I'm filming other bikes like my SCL 500 that I'm working on. But one of the challenges is just that it's not that fast. I've been able to, with the stage 1 kit, get it up to 48 miles an hour, I think is the fastest speed that I've seen so far. But looking to see if I can't eke a little more power out of the GET motor. On my other bike, the GY6, I can get that up over 60 miles an hour, but obviously a lot more work went into the bike. It's not as reliable or comfortable to ride as this bike. So again, looking to see if I can't pick up a little more speed. When I did the stage 1 installation, one of the comments mentioned that there's a few things that I could do with the stock bike to maybe get a little more speed, so I was going to try those out today. One is around the rollers. In the stage 1 kit, I put 5.5 gram Pulley rollers, or I think Pulley rollers, but the 5.5 gram weights, commenter mentioned that I should try 6 gram weights for every other weight, so 3 6 grams and 3 5.5 gram weights. So I'm going to try that. They also mentioned a 9/16 spacer between the variator and the engine would also potentially help me pick up some top speed. The other idea they had was putting in a Pulley belt. I don't have that on hand, but I am going to try the washer and the weights to see if we can't pick up a little extra speed. So let me first do a top speed run to see what I can get this bike at right now, and then we'll make those modifications and see if we pick up any additional speed. All right, so the bike seems warmed up. For all of these runs, I'm not going to do any tuck. I think that 48 miles an hour I got as a top speed last time was under a full tuck, but I'm going to go the same direction for all these runs. No tuck. I've got throttle wide open here. Kind of goes uphill a little bit, and then a little bit of downhill, and then a little bit of flat. So I'm going to also do the same distance to see what top speed I can get to. Coming up this hill, 39. Now we got a bit of a downhill here. .46, 47. This is no tuck. Okay, so I think I saw 46 is the highest. Kind of going back uphill now. We'll keep going. We'll go down this next downhill segment too. But even uphill, it stayed over 40 miles an hour. All right, there's 48. And that's about it. All right, so let's get back to the house, try putting in the washer and the Dr. Pulley 6 gram weights in every other slot and see what difference that might make. Okay, so here are the 6.0 grams, the 6 gram Dr. Pulley pulleys that I'm going to alternate with the 5.5 pulleys that came with the stage 1 kit that I bought from the Ruck Shop. I think I said Pulley rollers earlier, but I meant Dr. Pulley. So to get these in, we're just going to pull off this cover here. These look like it's an 8mm socket. We need to use a 10mm wrench first to pull off. I think we need to take this off first. I can't remember. Actually, I'm going to pull off these 8s first. This may all come off together. So these are M6 bolts. When we put them back in, we'll torque them down to 9 foot-pounds, but pulling them off, I'm just going to zip them all out. Okay, yeah, we don't take the kickstand off. It's connected to this big gear deal here. Okay, so the variator is here. Need to zip this off. I think that's, looks like maybe it's a 17. Looks like there's some Loctite on it last time, and the Loctite is kind of holding up this washer. So first, this idea of the spacer between the motor and the variator. I believe this is where we would put the 9/16 chrome washer that Brian mentioned. So let me find a washer. I've got this drawer of washers. It feels like Legos as a kid as I look through trying to find the right one. Nope, that didn't fit. Let me find the right one. So of course I have a million washers, but I don't have that 9/16 chrome one that Brian mentioned. So running over to Home Depot real quick. All right, so no go at Home Depot. They didn't have it in stock, but it looks like Lowe's does, and that's just another couple miles down the road. Lowe's has motorcycle parking. I think more often than not, Lowe's has what I need, though. I think every time I go to Home Depot, I end up thinking, damn, I should have just gone to Lowe's first. It's just an extra 2 miles down the road. But I've got my 9/16 washers, so let's get back to the house and throw this in. All right, so back in business. Here's our newly acquired 9/16 washer. Okay, so I've got the new rollers in. The black ones were the 5.5 gram ones that came with the stage 1 kit, and these beige ones are the new 6 gram ones that I'm alternating in every other space. Also, here's the orientation. Let's see. There's like a flat part, and that's the part that sticks up, so the curved side is what you set into the variator so that that flat piece is sticking up. Okay, so we got that in. We got the backside here that has these little rubber grommets that line up to hold everything together. And we'll get it all reassembled. So I've got my 9/16 washer. Alright, so honestly I don't really feel any difference at this point, just in the mile that it took to get here from my place. But we'll see. We're here at the same stretch of road that we did the first run on, that we got a top speed of 48 miles an hour. And I know if I get a tachometer, that's how you're really supposed to tune, with trying to figure out the weights and everything, but let's see what this does. So here we go, wide open throttle, no tuck. Creeping uphill. think that was net slower, to be honest. Let's go over this next crest. This is where we got 48 last time, coming down this slight decline. Yeah, about the same, or maybe even a little bit slower. Anyway, we didn't really use a good scientific method there because I made both changes at once. So let me go and try each one independently, putting in try just the washer and then just the alternating weights in the rollers independently to see if either of those make any improvement or things stay the same. Okay, here we go. Remove the washer, just the alternating weight in the pulleys. It doesn't feel much faster. And the numbers reflect that. Only got up to 46. Okay, so now I have just the 5.5 gram weights that came stock with the stage 1 kit, plus that 9/16 washer between the variator and the engine. Also doesn't really feel any faster. Yeah. Even slower. 43 was the top that I saw there. So again, Brian or anybody else, because that comment got a lot of thumbs up, if I did something wrong in that installation that you guys noticed, let me know so that I could try to pick up some more power. If you guys have other ideas on how I can make a little more power on this GET motor, let me know in the comments below, because again, I'd like a little more power on this bike, but I'd like to keep it for the most part stock, because this is the one stock bike that I have that, again, was hoping to keep it in that configuration. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching this video. Stay tuned for more of them and keep on building.